If, like me, you are sick of watching a bunch of adults fight like kindergartners on social media over the difference between a headshot and a portrait, this video is for you. The truth is that you can nitpick this all you want, but the average client doesn't know or care. So instead of burning up your keyboard with righteous anger, try to approach your headshots and professional portraits like an entrepreneur. Basic headshots are great for email signatures, blog posts, team chats, and LinkedIn, while more editorial portraits are better for publications, website banner images, anything beyond that. And we try to give each and every one of our clients both of those things in every session. From a business perspective, I can tell you that we make more money and serve our clients better when we give them a greater variety of images. So what I'm going to show you in this video is a technique that I use in almost every session to give my clients a great, basic, straightforward headshot, and then switch over to give them something that's more editorial that they can use for other things. And you won't believe how easy it is. So what I want to start with first is the basic headshot. This is ideal for those, email signatures, a LinkedIn profile pic. And then I want to switch something by just moving a couple of things around and create a completely different feeling image. And it only takes like an extra couple of minutes to do this. And then your client is going to leave with a completely different set of images. This can increase your sales and serve them really well by giving them something that they definitely won't already have. And so if you want a description of any of the gear that I'm using, look down below the video and there will be a link to, I think, everything that I'm shooting with. But I do want to take a second to talk about the lighting modifiers I'm using because I think they're really cool. These are the Glow ParaSnap modifiers. And I switched out all of the modifiers in my location lighting kit to these about 6 months ago because they pack flat and they pop up and break down in like 10 seconds. And so for this main light, I'm using the 44-inch Octa. You'll see that it's pretty versatile, takes seconds to set up and break down. So if you want any of that gear, check all that down in the description. So let's start with that basic headshot and make sure that we're going to give Mod something really useful here. Okay, are you ready, my friend? Here we go. All right, bring your feet just about shoulder width apart and straight back, nice and loose shoulders. Now what I want you to do is to lean forward with your chin a little bit and then bring it down a touch. Relax those hands at your sides. This is just a basic how you doing LinkedIn headshot. Tilt your head a slight bit right. There we go. Let's start with no teeth, like warm and friendly professional, and then we're going to move to that full smile after a couple of frames. Here we go. And I'm going to back up here and zoom in. Here we go. All right, 1 and action. Boom. Perfect. Now raise your chin just a centimeter. Lean into me a tiny bit more, and then give me that full smile. Go for it. Thank you, Maud. That's awesome. Nicely done. Turn your body a little bit left, just a touch, and then bring your chin a little bit right. There, just so. And then tilt the top of your head a centimeter that way. Good. And now hit me with that full smile, but like say hi while you're doing it. Like hi. There you go. Perfect. Chin down just a touch. Nice. Well played. We now have achieved LinkedIn headshot. I want to use essentially this exact same setup and make 1 or 2 small changes in order to turn this into something that would be a really cool hero image, just like the banner on a website, or something that could be used in an editorial or an article about her in a business journal, something that's got a real kind of visionary quality to it. And this is so stupid easy to do. So check this out. All I'm going to do is move my main light, move Ma a little bit, and then I'm going to change the height of me, of the camera. And so first, let's move the light. All right, so I'm going to take this light and move it around a little bit. And so because I'm going to move Mod into it in a second. The idea here is to get an image that's not directly onto her, that the face and the view are going to be going off camera. And so since I'm going to move her drastically, I'm also going to move that light around. And so we get some really cool dramatic lighting. All right, Mod, what I want you to do is to take a tiny step left. Perfect. Bring this back just a little bit. And then I want you to turn your feet left. Hard. Good. And nice and straight. The posture's got to be amazing on this one. This is sort of like you're a visionary now. Like you're going to be like a CEO. I'm going to raise this up a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. And now I want you to bring your head to the right. Don't move your body, just your head. Keep going. There. That's where I want you. Raise that chin and that confidence, that posture, straighten up. And then chin down a little bit right there. So now I've got the light and Mod in this position. I'm going to lower my camera angle to give Mod some real presence. And the way that works is if you think about like Rocky. You ever watch that movie? Whenever Rocky's kicking butt and doing really well, they shoot him from a real low angle, and whenever his life sucks, they're shooting him from a high angle. Tilt to the right just a tiny bit. There we are. Okay, and let me just see if I got everything in there and need to move it. All right, man, we're doing pretty well. All right, I'm going to go a little bit lower. Going to give that room on the other side. Bam. Okay, now add a tiny little fraction of a smile, just pulling at the corners of your lips. Yeah, there we go. Right at the corners of your mouth there. That's awesome. Lean forward just a little bit more at the waist to me, and then raise that chin just a tiny bit. If you notice this image as we take it, I've got almost all the elements I want. I've got a low angle to give her power. I'm shooting into the shadow side of the face to give it drama instead of like more flat lighting straight on. And I've got an angle where she's looking off camera, kind of that visionary, thought leader type of vibe, which I love. But one of the main problems that when you do this is you'll often get the eyes are too far over to the side and you're getting a lot of whites of the eyes. So this is how I typically direct people when I do that. Okay, Maud, I want you to drop your right shoulder a tiny bit. All right, now here we go. Keep your nose and your head pointed exactly in the direction that it is. I want you to track your eyes slightly left. There we go. And now we're going to lean forward with that chin just a little bit. And this way you get lots of a lot of the iris instead of the whites of the eyes. And I think that ends up looking a lot better. All right, I'm going to move just slightly. There's the angle right there. Tilt your head a little bit right. Actually, other way. All right, that's it. Perfect. Lips together gently, and boom. And now turn your head into that light that way. Keep going, keep going. And now bring your eyes to my hand. There it is, right? That's the shot. Bam. So if you look at the two images side by side, all I did was move her and then move my light a little bit out to the side to shoot it more across. And then turned her far and hard into that light so that's lighting the mask of her face. Really, the reason that I'm moving her and the light so much is because I'm in a studio and my background's in a fixed position. If you're on location doing this, you really only have to move yourself. Essentially, if that light is on camera left, you move yourself to the right and down, and then you get the exact same effect without having to move anything but yourself. But in this case, because I'm in the studio, I moved the light and I moved her. And so the idea is to get that low, powerful angle, and it gives you a completely different implication than just a standard LinkedIn headshot, and it only takes about 30 seconds to make the change. So you can go from a standard LinkedIn headshot to a really powerful hero image by moving just a couple of things and give your clients a lot more variety, hopefully sell some more images, and give them a much better experience.